iPhone, by this new Xbox controller, by technology in general. How many people are in fear about, oh no, I might get the sniffles, I need to take this vaccination. And they don't realize there's no jobs, there's nothing. I mean, what industry is left in this country?
What's not covered by the herd mentality is covered by ego. I got one, in my opinion, and one last thing. When they come to give the shots,
yes,
they're going to have a problem because of something that's just developed in Austin, which is where I'm from. This old lady, but let me just say this. The police, believe me, get ready for it, are going to come over to our side, and I will say why. It's very simple. This old lady, 72-year-old lady that was tasered.
Yeah.
It's the county attorney was holding back. I know Richard McCain, okay?
Okay.
I got off the phone with him about 2 hours ago. The county attorney was holding back the tape. Richard McCain was all for turning that tape over to the media, and he did do it.
Oh, is it out?
I'm sorry?
Is it out? The tape's out of the dashboard cam of this woman getting tasered?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. 13 minutes of it. 13 minutes of it. And as of about 3 or 4 hours ago. And what this come to find out, okay, this old lady's daughter works in internal affairs for the Austin Police Department, and she knew about this lady's condition and would not do anything about it. Out of omission, these cops have been getting beat up. She did the same thing to Hays County policemen and got by with it. But Richard McCain's people just don't slide so easy. And he told that woman 6 times, lady, get out of my face, back off, or I'm going to taser you, before he ever did. And I don't blame him. She kept, saying, you're not going to do anything to me. I'm a 72-year-old woman. So what it's boiled down to is that the police are seeing that they're getting hung out by the county attorney and the officials and everything, and they're going to come even more so over to our side.
All right, well, I'm going to check out that video. I appreciate the call. Let's go to Jethro in Oklahoma. Jethro, you're on the line. Yes, sir. Jethro.
Jethro?
Yes.
How about Joshua?
All right, well, I got Jethro in front of me. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, this is Joshua Daniels, Executive Director of the Sea Lions Foundation. Mm-hmm. We're taking the long view and the short view, and our experts are telling us that none of this matters because extermination has been, not extermination, we call it the Great Dying. It's a die-off, has already begun planet-wide. With or without the New World Order, there will be half as many people on this globe in 50 years.
But why?
And there's various reasons that all come together to form sort of a population perfect storm, but right at the center of it all is when we went to pesticide-based farming in the 40s and created an artificial population bubble. Now we're finding that the insects are getting used to the pesticides, and if you go with stronger pesticides, you create more problems. If you back away and try to do something else, enough insects eat enough crops that a few 100 million people die, and then you've got a food war on your hands. And those escalate quickly.
But don't you think that we have enough resources on this planet that if we really wanted to, we could grow enough food for everybody?
If you really wanted to, yeah. Actually, the Malthusian limit of this planet is around 24 billion.
Yeah, exactly, and we're at 6, yes. So we could go 4 times as many. To me, I don't understand how it manifests that without these people, we were going to die by half just because of the pesticides. And I know people talk about how we're getting used to the antibiotics out there.
No, but there's more to it than just pesticides. I mean, think of ancient Rome. Think of ancient Rome. If you told them about the lead that was poisoning their people, mm-hmm. sheer human dynamics would prevent them from totally ripping it all out and using something else. It just wouldn't happen. All right. Then there's mad cow. And then there's the fact that the soils, as we hear Alex say every day on his commercial, are just depleted. People are dying of humanity is starving.
And what's the deal with that? Why are the soils devoid of all these nutrients that they once had?
It's the rain cycle. About every 10,000 years, when the glaciers recede, they expose a bunch of freshly ground up rock, which is just really rich in minerals, and everything is strong and healthy for a few thousand years, but the rain cycle is gradually washing all that down into the ocean.
So how do we
Pure
fix
and simple is, we're fixing it by preparing ocean colonization. At www.sealionsfoundation.com, you can read all about what we're doing.
Uh-huh. So what you're not doing is trying to fix the soil problem. You're trying to move into the ocean?
No, that would be $400 per acre every 5 or 6 years. What would that do to your food bill?
Well, I don't know. Listen, I'm not for social. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this nation has 360 million acres of farmland.
Yeah.
Times $400, divided among everybody's food bill. It's an issue. All right. Not only that, persuading people to do it.
Well, I think that people are going to be down with doing it if it's that or life or death. Listen, I'm not a socialist. I don't want some kind of a communist rule over everybody where you're forced into labor. But if we're talking about serious food shortages and real malnutrition, those are issues that I think that we need to deal with. And especially this soil issue. I'm hearing more and more about this. Why can't we fix it? If it's going into the ocean, why can't we just pull it back out from the ocean, put it on the top of the soil in our land, and use that?
There are too many people making too much money off of selling you supplements and off of the way the system is now. When you hear somebody in government talk about economic dislocation, what they're saying is people who are currently making money, who we like and give us jobs when we leave the government, would not make money anymore. So we're not going to let this happen.
All right, interesting perspectives. I appreciate the call, Joshua. I think you're kind of all over the place, but then again, maybe not. Who knows? Sealions.org or sealions.com. I'm not really sure where you're going. I don't necessarily think that population reduction is inevitable with or without, the controllers of the earth. I don't believe that. I think if humanity wants to expand, if humanity wants to survive, we can do so. I do believe we have enough natural resources out there. Maybe I'm wrong about the rain cycle. Maybe that's we can't overcome it. But then he said that we could overcome it, but the powers that be, the ones that are making money off of this, don't want us to overcome it. So that does kind of coincide with some kind of a new world order plan for population sustainability. It's the Infowarrior. We'll be back after this, 866-582-9933. Go check out my blog, theinfowarrior.com.